There's a theft happening right now that leaves no fingerprints, no broken windows, no missing valuables, no security footage. But when you realize it's happened, and you always realize eventually, you'll discover something worse than empty bank accounts. Empty years. They showed you a future, a beautiful, specific, almost there future. The wedding, the promotion, the house, the trip, the life, and you invested. You gave them your present, your time, your energy, your body, your trust, because the future they painted made it all worth it. Then the future didn't come. This is not bad luck. This is not things just didn't work out. This is a weapon, a deliberate, systematic, devastatingly effective weapon called future faking. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly how it works, why it works, and most importantly, how to stop paying for tomorrows that will never arrive. Future faking is the deliberate construction of a shared future, vivid, compelling, emotionally charged for the purpose of extracting present investment. Key distinction: this is not planning. Planning says, let's build something together. Here are the steps. Here's the timeline. Let's start. Future faking says, imagine us there. See it? Just wait. Just invest a little more. Just get through this. Soon. Soon is the future faker's favorite word. Here's what they're actually stealing. Not your money, not your resources, your timeline. Every day you wait for a future that doesn't arrive is a day stolen from your actual life. The future faker knows this. They're not confused about whether they'll deliver. They know they won't. But they need you to believe they will, right now, today, while your belief has value. You are making deposits into a bank that will declare bankruptcy the moment you try to withdraw. Future faking has a signature style, specific vagueness. The details are vivid enough to feel real. The beach, the sunset, the way the light hits the bedroom window, the children's names. But the when, the how, the what's stopping it right now, those stay vague. Next year, when things settle, after this project, soon. The future faker is an architect who draws beautiful blueprints but never breaks ground and convinces you to live in the blueprints. Here's the mechanism that makes it work. Trust is built in the present. You trust someone because of what they've done, who they've been, how they've shown up. But future faking borrows trust from tomorrow. They haven't earned it today. But the future they're selling is so compelling that you lend them trust in advance. You treat the promised future as if it's already happening. You're giving them credit they haven't earned, based on collateral that doesn't exist. And like any bad loan, you will never be repaid. Let's walk through how future faking is built, because it's not random, it's engineered. Phase 1, the vision casting. It starts early, sometimes too early. Early in a relationship, early in a job, early in a friendship, the future faker starts painting. They don't ask what you want for the future. They tell you what your future together looks like. We'll travel every summer. You'll run this department eventually. We'll buy land upstate, you and me. You feel special, chosen, like someone finally sees your worth and is building a world around it. You don't realize you're being written into someone else's fantasy, a fantasy they never intend to build. Phase 2, the investment extraction. Now that you believe in the future, you start investing in it. Time, energy, emotional availability, physical presence, money, sacrifice, years. Every investment feels justified because of the return coming. This hard stretch is temporary. Once we get through this, everything changes. It'll all be worth it. The future faker doesn't have to ask you to invest. You invest yourself because you believe in the shared future. You're not being controlled, you're being motivated by a vision you both supposedly share, except only one of you is building toward it. Phase 3, the perpetual horizon. Here's where it gets cruel. The future never arrives, but it never quite disappears either. Just when you start to doubt, the future faker drops another breadcrumb. I know it's been hard, but next year, I swear, this setback is temporary. The plan hasn't changed. You still want all that, right? Because I do. I just need more time. This is intermittent reinforcement, applied to your entire life trajectory. Enough hope to keep you going, never enough delivery to satisfy. The future is always just over the horizon, always almost here, always next year. Phase 4. The reveal. The reveal comes eventually. Sometimes it's a single moment, a conversation, a discovery, a confession. Sometimes it's a slow realization that years have passed and nothing you were promised has materialized. But it always comes. And when it does, you don't just lose the future they sold you. You lose the time you spent waiting for it. This is the theft, not the broken promise. The stolen present. To understand why future faking works so devastatingly well, you have to understand one thing about your brain. Anticipation of reward releases more dopamine than reward itself. The future faker isn't selling you a future. They're selling you the feeling of a future, the anticipation, the hope, the almost, and that feeling is chemically addictive. Every time they dangle the future, you get a hit. Dopamine, oxytocin if there's emotional bonding, a cocktail of chemicals that feels like everything is going to be okay. And here's the trap. You become addicted to the feeling of the future, not the reality of the present. You stop noticing what is because you're so focused on what will be, and what will be never arrives, but the feeling of it keeps you going. When the future faker goes quiet, when the hope stops flowing, withdrawal hits, anxiety, emptiness, desperation, the feeling that something essential has been taken from you. It has. They've been regulating your emotional chemistry with promises. When the promises stop, your system crashes. And this is when you'll do anything to get the hope back. You'll invest more, wait longer, accept less, because the withdrawal is worse than the waiting. Like any addiction, hope addiction requires increasing doses. The future they sold you last year isn't enough anymore. You need a bigger future, a more specific vision, a more compelling promise. The future faker obliges. Not just the house on the lake, not just the promotion, the executive track, not just the trip, the world tour. You're chasing bigger and bigger futures while your present gets smaller and smaller. And you don't notice that the gap between the promise and your reality is now a canyon. The crash comes when something breaks through. A birthday passed with no change. A deadline that came and went. A friend asking, "Are you okay?" You've been saying next year for 3 years. Suddenly you see it. The future isn't coming. It was never coming. And you're not high on hope anymore. You're just tired and older and empty. Here's the question everyone asks about future faking victims. Why didn't you leave sooner? And here's the answer no one understands until they've lived it. Because leaving meant losing everything I'd already invested. This is the sunk cost fallacy, but applied to your entire life trajectory. Every day you stay, you've invested more. And the more you've invested, the more impossible leaving feels. Because if you leave now, what was all that time for? You start keeping track. Not consciously, but somewhere inside you're counting. 2 years, 3, 5, all the sacrifices, all the times you chose them over other opportunities, all the plans you put on hold because the future was coming. Leaving means admitting that all of it was for nothing, and that admission feels impossible. Because if it was all for nothing, then who have you been? What have you been doing with your life? Staying feels like protecting your past self from having been wrong. Here's where it gets deeper. The future they sold you didn't just include them, it included you. The version of you in that future, the person you'd become, the life you'd live. When you walk away from the future faker, you're not just walking away from them. You're walking away from that version of yourself. And that version feels more real than the exhausted person standing in the present. Your brain cannot hold two truths at once. Truth A, they promised me a beautiful future. Truth B, they're not building it. These cannot both be true about the same person. So your brain does something to protect itself. It rejects truth B. Maybe I'm not patient enough. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe next time will be different. You become your own gaslighter. You do the future faker's work for them. Because accepting the truth would mean accepting that you've been investing in nothing. The moment of escape always starts the same way. You stop explaining. You stop defending them to yourself. You stop making excuses. You stop holding both truths and just look at the one truth that's actually there. And you ask the question you've been avoiding. If the future never comes, is this present enough? Not could it be enough someday. Is this, right now, enough? And when the answer is no, that's when you can move. Recovery from future faking isn't about getting over them. It's about getting back your now. Step 1, name the theft. Call it what it was. Not things didn't work out. Not we wanted different things. Not it just wasn't meant to be. They sold you tomorrow. You paid with today. That's theft. Name it, write it, say it out loud. They took years of my life that I will never get back. It hurts to say. Say it anyway. Step 2, grieve the future. Here's what no one tells you. The future they painted was real. Not to them, but to you. You built it in your mind. You lived there. You loved there. That future deserves to be mourned. Grieve the wedding that won't happen, the house you won't live in, the children you won't have with them, the life you won't live. Grieve the version of yourself that existed in that future. That person was real, and that person is gone. Step 3, audit the present. Now look at what's left. What do you actually have right now that isn't dependent on that future? Your body, your skills, your people who stayed, your capacity to choose differently. The present is smaller than the future they sold you. It always will be, but the present is real, and reality, however modest, is the only place you can actually live. Step 4, break the hope addiction. Hope feels good. Hope is chemically rewarding. Your brain will scream at you to find hope again. Don't. For a while, you need to distrust hope. Treat it like a substance you're in recovery from. When you feel hope rising about a person or situation, ask, is this hope based on what is or on what could be? If it's could be, let it pass. Step 5, reclaim your now. The final step is the simplest and hardest. Live in the time you have, not the time you hoped for, not the time you were promised, not the time you're waiting for. This time, right now. Every moment you spend fully in your actual life is a moment the future faker doesn't get to steal. Every present breath is reclaimed territory. Before we finish, let's be clear. Future faking isn't just romantic. It happens everywhere humans trade hope for investment. In work. This project will make your career. Just get through this year. The promotion is yours. Years pass. The promotion goes to someone else. There's always another project. In family, when things settle down, we'll be closer. After this divorce, after this move, after this crisis, things never settle. Distance becomes the only constant. In friendships, let's get together soon. I've been meaning to. Next month for sure. Next month never comes. The friendship becomes a collection of unkept intentions. In politics, after this election, everything changes. It doesn't. The future is always after the next election. Your present keeps getting spent on someone else's campaign. In self-help, this program will change your life. Invest now. The future you want is waiting. Another purchase, another course, another promise. Same you. Future faking is a cultural toxin. We're swimming in it. But seeing the pattern everywhere doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you awake. There's a question that ends future faking forever. Not, what will my life be like someday? Is my life, right now, worth living? The future faker needs you to believe that your present is just a waiting room, that the real life is coming later, that your value is in what you're going to have, not what you already are. They're wrong. Your present is not a down payment on a future someone else controls. Your present is your life, the only one you get, the only time that's actually yours. The future they sold you was never real, but you are, and the time you have right now is the only future that was ever guaranteed. Don't let anyone borrow it. 1. Look at one area of your life where you're waiting for a future that hasn't arrived. 2. Ask, if this future never comes, is this present enough? 3. Share this with someone who's been waiting too long, because the more of us who stop living in borrowed futures, the more of us actually start living. You can't get yesterday back, but today is still yours.